You get him, Kira. Fortunately, I mean, all I really have to do here is just stand around and look. Oh, how did I not see that guy? Man. It's like I wear glasses, and I often wish that I had like super glasses, because clearly glasses aren't enough for me. Take the sulfur off these guys. Does that just mean these things are made of sulfur or something? Which also would mean they smell absolutely fucking horrible. I can't think of things much worse than a monster smelling like farts attacking me. It really is quite terrible. This reminds me a little bit of Oblivion, because I mean, I know it's a little bit of a pull, but in Oblivion they had the Oblivion portals, and you know, that spew forth tons of monsters from pretty much just straight up hell that you're fighting constantly. I mean, honestly, based on the Wild Hunt's capabilities, I guess they're actually kind of similar to the Daedra. I think that's how it's pronounced. Daedra and their Oblivion portals, man. Oh yeah, I totally sidetracked myself, but I have like the worst cold tolerance in the world. That's why I was saying, like, if Geralt can barely survive in this shit, I just die instantly. Like, I lived in Colorado, which is not, I mean, it gets cold, sure, it gets very cold sometimes, but there's no humidity, so, or practically none, so all that stuff affects you so much less than it would in, you know, practically everywhere else. So I moved to Georgia at one point, and oh my god, I was only there for a very short time, but it was in the middle of summer. It was in like June or so, and oh my god, that shit was unreal. Like, first of all, it was so hot that, like, you would just walk out of the house some days, or get out of your car or whatever, and you just stand there in the heat and be like,
it'll pass.
I can't do it.
That took a great deal of power.
Don't. Here, if you can't go on, I'll take care of these boys.
You can't leave me here.
I'd never do that.
Well, then I'll kill these dudes myself.
Love to be able to say we could stay here a while and rest.
I know. We must go on.
Come on, Sokka. No fainting out here. As soon as we see any rats, she's gonna get right back to it, falling over on me.
Maybe I can try.
Leave it to me.
Okay, if you say so. Anyway, yeah, it was just super hot. Like, the kind of heat where, like, you feel it at first, and just for a second, you feel a little panicked almost. At least that's how I felt. It was like your throat would get a little bit tight with just that sudden assault of heat.
Good thing I came with you. You'd never.
Not to mention, like, you would take a shower in Georgia,
Yeah.
and when you got out of the shower, you never dried off. I don't care. You can wipe yourself with that towel for 10 years. That's not going to do anything. Because it was just so humid. I liked it, but man, it's an adjustment. What is the point of this secret area back here? Oh, okay, there's a chest. Oh, and there's a foglet.
Good.
Come on, get out of here, buddy. Let me just smack you. Man, all these monsters got big ass heads. What does the Witcher universe have against monsters with big heads? Oh, okay, no more big head for you, my dude. Okay, ancient Leshen decoction and some armor. I've been wondering about switching out Geralt's armor. Oh, hey, we can make some stuff. Elementa oil. I always like oils. And we can make our bomb still. Okay. Really quick, let's upgrade ourselves. Recently I was looking at poisoned blades, which makes it so that when you have oil on your weapon, you do more damage to enemies. Well, it poisons them essentially and does like massive damage. It's kind of crazy. So we're gonna replace my previous light attack ability, probably level that up some more in the future. Oh god, am I too close? I'm too close to that. It's fine. But yeah, another thing about Georgia, I'm a runner. Like, I'm one of those people who likes to just not only mentally but also physically torture myself. And in Georgia, you would just sweat so hard you couldn't see when you were running. It wasn't even long runs, it was just a few miles. I mean, jeez. Alright, dude. I always thought this guy looked a little bit weird. Like, he looked... Like, look at him. He looks... I don't know. He just looks funny to me somehow.
I shall help you.
Looks like a supervillain.
Stop telling me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do. Alright, dude. Come on. Well, it's a good thing I put on that poisoned thing, because look, he's poisoned. Wow, look at how much health that takes away from him. That's actually crazy. And I think the poison might stack, possibly? Not actually positive, but... Hey, man, you can't get your health back. That's not fair. So this guy has one of those boss fights where it's like... It's kind of like in a tiered system, almost. Like... Oh my god, stop saying Geralt, Kira. You know, you get him down 1 bar, he calls in his minions. Get him down 2 bars, he gets his minions, and the whole time he's, you know, healing himself. And unfortunately, this sucker took all my oils. Fortunately, he's not particularly scary. Oh god. There's a car horn honking. Why do these things happen to me? I'll have to make sure I cut that out. Okay, it already ended, but still, come on, man. We need the immersion here. There were no cars honking in the Geralt universe, I imagine. I mean, hey. What do I know? Maybe Geralt drives a car and Roach is just a car that looks and acts exactly like a horse. I really don't know where I thought I was going to go with that. Alright, come on, Nithril. Nithril. You gotta be the first one to fall out of all your brothers. It seems like he's still getting poisoned. I wonder if that's an effect that this blade just naturally has or something. I like how you can see the glowing words etched into Geralt's blade. That's cool. Wild Hunt Warrior's Sword. Sounds like it'd be useful. Wait, but what's back here? I think if I go back, I can actually get some of the sort of useful stuff that those freakazoids from earlier dropped. Maybe not. I probably can, but honestly, it wouldn't make a big difference. Probably would just be a couple of minutes of me running around looting sulfur, which I'm sure you can buy a billion of whenever you want.
Right, let's watch this message.
Hell yeah. Imagine if this is how you had to watch TV. Be annoying not having colors, but I gotta say the porn would be pretty spot on. Especially if you like that black and white stuff, the artsy things.
Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Couldn't be more vague. But that's the point.
Damn it.
Perhaps it's best he didn't leave a clearer message. The Wild Hunt broke in here. Surely they saw the projection.
Quite true.
Everything.
Very optimistic of you.
More time, they'd probably have torn the place to the ground. But that doesn't change the fact that we haven't learned anything. Not about the elf, not about Ciri.
Well, we know they were well acquainted and traveling.
Yeah, I mean, did learn some. I mean, come on, girl. Well, okay, so
Witches of Crookback Swamp.
The Witches of Crookback Bog. Oh
If you're hiding
my
something.
gosh.
But I didn't say.
Why didn't you mention them earlier,
Why
though?
didn't you say anything earlier? I told you Ciri had a run-in with a witch.
Like how Geralt, like,
I had no
intimidates her by,
idea then.
like, walking up to her.
If
Like,
I'd
what are you
told
gonna do, hit
something,
her?
We would have rushed off to find them. But we needed first to confirm that Ciri was here, didn't we?
I mean, that is fair.
I shall tell you everything now, of course.
Now,
Of
after I
course.
safely led you through the cave,
I can't believe you'd think so poorly of me. Perhaps you do bear a grudge against sorceresses.
can't imagine where that comes from.
I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure Geralt bears a grudge against, like, practically everyone. Because he always seems mistrusting.
Witches.
I've never met
Which I can't blame him in this
I've read
universe.
in an old manuscript I found in one of the huts in the village. It mentions
Honestly, I can't think of
witches
almost
venturing
anyone in the
into
entire
to liaise between the
game
villages
that
of
can be, like,
crones,
really
ladies of
safely,
the wood.
often reliably
Crones
trusted.
appear
Well,
to
yeah,
be
there's some of them,
tolerant
but...
outsiders, but they have
Wow, why is that wall shimmering like water?
They stop the spread of the plague in Bellum.
Looks like a texture glitch. It's actually not.
What's your take on this?
I'd love to shrug
Just
it off.
poorly
Naturally,
implemented
so old women, yet
mechanics
during my first
in
fortnight,
terms of the cutscene.
I had horrible nightmares. Something was calling me out into the swamps. One night, I decided to enter the dream consciously, render it lucid. I confronted the thing directly. It broke contact at once.
That's pretty creepy.
Peaceful nights ever since.
It's like, man, that would be fucked up if there's some Contu in your dreams. The only way to get it to stop was
How do we
to
find them?
The swamps are
actually
vast, dangerous,
try to reach out
but
to
they
it.
say the crones mark the way
That'll just
that
freak me out
visitors
more.
wish to visit them. The manuscript mentions a chapel in Crookback Bog, and from that chapel one must follow a trail of treats.
Treats.
Of course. They didn't read you bedtime stories at Kermorhen. All normal folk know that witches live in gingerbread houses poised atop chicken legs.
Why chicken legs? I don't get that.
Take
What
the
is with the
train
chicken
you.
legs?
I truly do believe you'll find your Sorilla. All right then. As a start, let's look for a way out of here.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Man, we've been in here for like a hot minute. Alright,
Why do we even
let's try to find some information about Ciri here. Hey, this dude's got a bong.
What's this?
The potion I gave him. Seems
Oh.
he saw a use for it. Drank
Potion.
it.
Right. I thought it would be that. 100%. I was not fooled.
Must have burned these notes himself. The hunt wouldn't have bothered.
Meaning he knew they were looking for him.
Yeah, why would the hunt bother burning things? They'd be too busy freezing things. Time to kick some
Mysterious manger.
ice. That's the the Wild Hunt needs Arnold. I don't even know what movie that's from. I feel like that's from a Batman movie or something. It just seems like the kind of dumb villain. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is a Batman movie.
Strange. My medallion's trembling, but there's nothing here. What's with this wall?
That's a weird wall.
It's an illusion. I sensed it as well. I expected we might run into such things, so I brought this.
What, you suspected we would just run into
The Eye of
illusional,
Melanie. It dispels illusions.
illusionary,
Easy enough to build, so
oof, walls. Man, I've actually been doing a pretty good job speaking like this recording in the
each
last
time it
one.
does, you will think of me.
And then I got to that part and it just
Thanks.
fell apart. Eye of Neheleni. Let's use the Eye of Neheleni to open this wall. I think there's actually one like the other side of this room.
Simple, isn't it?
Let's see. I'm
Let's see where the passage leads.
pretty sure I'm correct about that. I think maybe that wall right there is one. I mean, hey, if we're already here, why not get some secrets? Well, actually, it's an Ard wall, which is also secrets, so, you know. Hey. What is the
Someone
worst?
placed
Yep,
an
here it
illusion
is.
here.
Oh, wow, this area actually looks kind of large. I don't even remember where this leads to. Oh, it's underwater? What the heck? And I can't see anything. Like, at all. I'm literally using the mini-map right now to move anywhere. We got some treasure chests again, I'm guessing? It's a good thing that unlike a lot of game characters, Geralt can actually hold his breath for an amount of time that seems even halfway reasonable. Like, what? I really genuinely don't understand games that are like, yeah, your character can hold their breath for like 15 seconds.
Interesting.
Unless your character... Oh, shit.
Shit.
Yeah, I agree, girl. Unless your character is meant to be out of shape. Like, it's deliberately a character that will just drown, like, super fast because they have lung cancer or something. Why would you do that? I don't get it. Okay, well, we got a cool sword, so, hey, let's see. Let's see which one's better. Oh, it's better than the Wild Hunt sword. Well, that seems worth it. It seems like it's probably also worth a lot of money. Yep, it is. Alright, well, I wasn't sure. Sometimes you don't know in this game whether the detours are going to be worth it. But, man, when they are, feels good, man. Now Kira's like, where the fuck did Geralt go? He just disappeared. Went to go swimming deep in this cave. Probably gonna drown and never be found again. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Where are we going, Kira? I feel like I'm saying her name wrong. I don't think I am, but I always feel like I can't pronounce her name right.
From the left. Must be an exit that way.
Good. Let's get out of here.
Wait, there's still the magic lamp.
The
Magic lamp.
Lamp. The elf promised it to me in exchange for my help. And since his return here seems doubtful, I must retrieve it myself.
Well, shit. Here comes the fetch quest part. Alright.
Yeah, I'll help.
Splendid. Come then.
I've never even done the option where you're just like, yeah, fuck off, Kira. I don't even know if it lets you. Well, I would imagine it does. But, like, in this game, if you say no to things like that, all you're doing is, I think in most cases, probably ridding yourself of extra content. Not always, though. Sometimes it just gives you a different path. Okay, I want Stronger Delusion so that we can have more speech options. For me, when it comes to speech options in a game... Okay, really quick, this is a riddle, so I need to hear what Kira's got to say. What you doing, weirdo? What are you doing, Kira? I guess I probably have to interact with it. Just want to see her interesting animations there.
Inscription. I can decipher maybe a third, but that third doesn't make much sense.
Give me a minute. I was never any good at the high variant of the Elder Speech. Alright. This might seem a bit literal. I'm afraid I can't replicate its sophisticated internal rhymes.
Just translate it to make sense.
Yeah, that works. Let's get some shit that makes sense in here. Alright.
Standing proud in a line.
Yep.
The first to light his fire dared not march on the end.
He was not on the end.
The second by the first.
The second was next to the first and played an instrument.
The third kept close.
The third had a dog.
The fourth
was not next to the first,
yet, like the second, played
but
a tune,
also played an instrument.
And thus they stood o'er their queen, who slept beneath flickering stars.
Okay, so the last time I did that, I got on my first try. Alright. Let's see if I can do it again.
Let's see if we can solve this.
First one's not on the end, and right next to him is a dude with an instrument. Okay, so... the first by the second. I don't know if the end is literally either end, or it's like all the way to the right, but I'm gonna guess this one. And then we have instrument, which is by the second. Yeah. I think I have this right.
Something just
Oh,
happened.
did I fuck it up?
Behind that wall, a movement.
Oh, maybe not. Okay. So, and then the third has a dog. Yep, cool. Fourth one plays an instrument. So we'll do the one with an instrument and a doggo. Alright, that's pretty easy. I think there's one other way that, like, kind of makes sense to me that you could possibly do that. But yeah, that one's not too hard.
Whose grave is it? What do you
Sounds
think?
tougher than it really
No
is.
inscription, sadly.
I know, but somebody spray painted a fucking bird on it.
Didn't already know where she was buried. I'd guess this is Laura Doran's sepulcher.
Sepulcher. Man, what a fucking weird word.
Can't see the elves commemorating her this way. Heroine
Hey,
tragic
lamp.
legend to
Lamp
some,
right in front of you guys.
Most seers
Grab
attribute
it.
to her race, who got her just deserts for marrying Cregennan of Laud.
Perhaps the
I mean, if
elven
you're
mage
marrying a
is
guy named
Laura's
Cregennan of
It would
Laud,
explain
I
why
mean,
he's
you
helped
have
us
what you
here.
have coming to you.
Possible. This what you're looking for?
Yeah, let's steal their shit.
So what's it supposed to do?
I hope I'll be able to activate it. Let's leave this place, shall we?
Sure. Alright, cool. Well, that was easy. Isn't that more of a... Wouldn't that be called a lantern then? I mean, is there a difference between a lamp and a lantern? Aside from the obvious? Because I would have called that a lantern. Oh, there's a place of power here.
Should draw from it.
So it's even extra worth it to go this way. Okay, we got another golem. Well, you coming with me? Oh, no, Kira wants to go another way. Oh, but there's secrets down here. Alright. Oh, wow, this guy's already taken some pretty good damage. I assume the poison thing that you get from royals works on even, like, elementals like this. But he's not getting poisoned, although I think it was only like a 6% chance right now, which you can get up to like 15%. At least. Maybe higher, but... yeah. Very useful if it does actually poison them. But yeah, I wanted to continue my thought from earlier that I was speaking about right before we did that riddle. Oh, right. So I mentioned that I wanted to level up Delusion. There's an interesting thought that I had the other day. I know, me having an interesting thought, what the heck, but what it was I was thinking about how especially in RPG games, such as like, you know, like I mentioned previously, I've been playing through Fallout New Vegas. You know, your skills in that game give you tons of different speech options. Even though that game has a dedicated speech skill, I mean, if your character's good in science, or medicine, or lockpicking, or if you have particular, like traits that perks that you've picked for your character, all these things can affect speech. Sometimes your character will have speciality in a particular field. Oh my gosh, the car's honking again. Why can't I escape honking cars today?
We going?
And so you have all these options.
Placed an illusion.
And the intent is you specialize your character, and then at opportunities where it makes sense, they have an edge in ways that other characters wouldn't. And I will continue that thought as soon as this cutscene's done. It's kind of a milestone moment for this game. It's like, hey, you just got out of this cave. You fought the Wild Hunt. You actually fought them. Personally, in the game.
Do you intend to venture into Crookback Bog? You must tell
Yeah,
me
I'm
about
gonna
it afterwards.
beat some ass out there.
The chance.
Geralt, there are two types of men. Those who see opportunity and take advantage, and those who forge the opportunities themselves.
That's where you're wrong, Kira. There's also 3, which is too lazy. It doesn't do anything. Opportunities? No.
Besides, I've a favor to ask you.
Video games.
So, visit me sometime?
Yes, I will visit you for my important side quest.
I'll stop by. You can be sure.
In that case, I shall be waiting.
See ya, Kira.
Sounds lit. It seems like that would be really convenient. Just, I don't feel like walking today. I'm teleporting. Man, I feel like a lot of mages would be overweight. Really quick, I want to go to that island out there, that island type thing, because there's a boat right here, and I think it gives you something kind of decent. And then after that, we'll go to, well, I'll change the quest once we're ready. So, oh yeah, really quick, I just want to talk about how fast boats in this game go. Like, not only do they accelerate quickly, but like, they'll get going. Oh, is this maybe the max speed? Still pretty quick. I mean, look at this. This thing gets going. And I like that. I like that it's not slow and horrible. It doesn't take forever. Well, I did remember them being faster. But the reason that I was bringing up how in Fallout there's all the different specialities that can give you different speech options is that one of my problems with video games is that when I play a game, a lot of the time I like really want to see all the options. I want to have a character that's like maximized to, like, at the very least fit all of my desires, but ideally basically be like 100% perfect. I mean, obviously a lot of games have really good ways of keeping that from happening, and for good reason. I mean, it doesn't make sense to just make yourself completely overpowered all the time. But because I have this issue where I'm like, I want my character to be able to do everything, you know, in a game like Fallout, where you're meant to specialize, it doesn't work for me, you know? I'm like, okay, I need to get good at everything. I will get maximum skills in everything, which actually is possible in that game with DLCs, and without cheating. But my point is that I always just need to be going for, like, it's not even that I need to see every option or act out every option. I just need to, like, have those options available. Oh, we got a Witcher, diagram. That's cool. Really quick. Oh, I remember in this area, my game used to crash on my old graphics card. As soon as I would go down here, in this area, it would crash. So, let's hope, you know, that's not gonna happen. Here's the crossbow instantly killing everything underwater. Because it wouldn't really work to not make it instantly kill everything. Ooh, Daithwin? I remember that sword. See, the thing is about some of the, like, cool, unique swords you find every now and again, like in specific treasure places, for instance, I don't really think most of them are necessarily actually, like, unique. I think they're just rare. So it's weird to me when I see a weapon with, like, a unique name. It's clearly not just like, oh, bandit short sword or something, or hatchet. It's like Death of the Twin Sons or some crazy shit. And I'm like, oh my god, I just found something unique. That's so fucking cool. I'm gonna kick some ass. And then, like, eventually I'm like, okay, Daithwin, you've outlived your usefulness. Thank you for your service. And then I just find one in a chest, and like 10 minutes after, I'm like, wait, what? So yeah. That's kind of a weird thing they do in this game. So that's why I'm leveling up Delusion. Took me like 10 minutes to explain it. But yeah, it's because I like to have all the options I can in this game. And in honesty, having Delusion maxed out as a skill, meaning that you can pretty much have all of the speech options available to you, actually, almost always, when you can use it, makes the situation way easier. It gives you free XP, might give you other extras. I mean, it's just like this game's version of just a extra speech skill, and it's so useful. I feel like you really, to me at least, I feel like you should have it on. For at least for a first playthrough. For like a second one, you know, anything beyond a second one. Well, I guess just in general, once you get all your skills available to you, that's when I'd say it's a little bit more like, because once you unlock all your skill slots in the game and you start upgrading a ton of skills, that's when you really want to start min-maxing. I mean, if you want to be super powerful in combat, like extra powerful, because this game rewards you for using skills that are similar to one another. It gives you pretty massive bonuses combat-wise, can do way more damage, or I can't remember. There's way more damage with weapons. I think there's way more damage with signs, and then I don't remember what the other one is. But so you want to group them together if you can. And, like, if you're a sign user, then I guess it would make perfect sense to continue using Delusion. You could use it as much as you like. For me, I don't really use signs in this game outside of basic utility most of the time. Which you can actually use them to be extremely useful, make no mistake. It's just that for me, I'm usually like, nah, I don't really need them. Okay, we have a side quest / Witcher contract here. But for now, I want to continue a little bit more with some main story content. Actually, you know what? Where is this? Where is this contract? Maybe we'll start it. Give us a little bit of something different. It probably would have been a really good idea to actually see the name of it. Okay, it looks like this is it, I think. But it's way too high level for me. Perhaps we may do something slightly different. Yeah, let's do this side quest. It's different Witcher contract, but a Witcher contract nonetheless.